be prompt, so let's get started. I'm sure some more were going to be joining us as we go. But first off, last week we had homework. Our homework was to add your SOI, your sphere of influence, into impact.
Yeah, I didn't get around to that.
You did?
Yeah. So I know that everybody did it, right? So hands up, did we do it?
Well, I guess I gotta turn this off.
Okay. Now, also, did you send friend requests in Facebook to all of your past clients? Hands up.
Friend request.
Already done.
Been done.
Yep, good. Good. Well, that will be helpful as we move on today. Craig's going to share the screen in just a minute, but I'm sort of giving you an overview of what we're going to do today. We're going to go over the Facebook algorithm and how that works. And you know that'll be something that I will talk about because you know I'm really well versed in the Facebook algorithm. I'm not sure what an algorithm is. But also, Facebook business and personal pages, what to post, what not to post, when to post, who to follow or emulate, and Instagram.
Great.
Can everybody mute yourselves, please? So that's what we're going to be doing today, this morning. And the first thing that we're going to look at is the Facebook algorithm. And Craig, do you want to start to share?
I don't think we need to share. We'll share the PowerPoint after.
Okay.
I think we're just going to have a conversation today. I don't think there's anything we need to share.
Okay.
But I thought in our meeting that you said you wanted to talk about the Facebook algorithm because you basically helped write the code.
I did write the code, but I don't like to show off.
Okay.
And I really don't. I'm very humble and I don't want to show off. And me and that dude who founded Facebook, we got together and wrote the code.
From your dorm room at Harvard.
Exactly, from my dorm room at Harvard 75 years ago.
Yeah. So the algorithm is designed by Facebook for you to stay on Facebook for as long as humanly possible. So I'm sure you have, I personally have 1,500 friends on Facebook, but it seems like on my timeline, I only get, the same 50 people over and over and over. And that's because Facebook has decided that those are the people that I engage with the most. And so in order for me to spend the most time on Facebook, I will be looking at their posts. And so I engage with them a little bit more so that I'm going to stay on Facebook a little bit longer. Because at the end of the day, Facebook is motivated by the user experience. They want everyone to have a great time on Facebook, and they don't want anyone to leave the app to go anywhere else. So let's see. Basically, it rewards your good posts. And when I say a good post, it means that you're getting engagement with it. That's likes, comments, and shares. So if you keep getting likes, comments, and shares, the Facebook algorithm decides this is a good post. I'm going to share this with more people so that more engagement happens so that people will stay on Facebook longer. So there's a trick to tricking the algorithm, and we call it warming up the algorithm. And that's by liking and commenting on a lot of all the posts that you see. You'll see more interaction that you have. And then the more people you interact with, the more people that Facebook will show your posts to. Because I think it's said that about 7% of your total audience will ever see your posts. And so we want Facebook to think that we are engaging with a large audience so that it'll share our posts with a large audience. So we want to give, and then take, rather than try and take. We don't want to be scrolling through Facebook and just looking at everything. We want to be engaging with our audience so that when we choose to make a post, they engage with us. So I talked about a little bit about Facebook not wanting you to leave Facebook. So when you post one of your listings with an outside link to har.com, hello, Lou.
Sorry.
So when you post like one of your listings to har.com or even better, your impact website, that is telling Facebook that this post wants the users to leave Facebook and go to a different website. the algorithm will downgrade that. So it won't share that post with as many people. So what we're recommending in order to trick the algorithm is just share one photo of the picture of the house with the in the caption, look at this beautiful new listing I got. If you want more information, please call me. And then in the comments, put the link there. So that's tricking the algorithm to say that, hey, stay on Facebook, where you're still giving the users the ability to get more information on it. Another way that Facebook rewards you is you having a complete profile filled out. That's profile picture, all of your educational information, your work information, because they want to promote users that are using Facebook to its full capacity. So if you have a couple of missing things, I suggest go into your Facebook and looking into them and completing everything like that. Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, they think that video is the future, not just of social media, but of the internet in general. So they're really, really rewarding people that use video. It's not just Judy, myself, and the manager at your office that's telling you, you need to do video, you need to do video, just because we want you to do video. It's actually Facebook is rewarding that. So I'm sure in your timelines, you're seeing a lot of videos. That's by design. That's the algorithm saying, we want to promote video, and that's why you're seeing all of it. So we want to be rewarded by that algorithm. So especially, that's not just videos, but Facebook Lives. So if you've ever looked through your notifications and you see so-and-so is live, and you're like, well, why would I care? Because Facebook is promoting those live videos. They really want you to go live, and so that they reward you with a notification to all of your online friends with a notification, so that they tune into your Facebook Live. More eyeballs you get, the more engagement you get. The more engagement you get, the more the algorithm props up your posts, and then that's how you get engagement and top of mind awareness with your sphere. So Judy, does that about cover the algorithm, or did I leave anything out?
I think you did a pretty good job for not being as well versed as I am in the algorithm. I think that was an adequate job.
Well, thank you. Well,
and I can sum it up by just saying there's a method to Facebook's madness, you know. So I think in the chat, Wanda, you mentioned does the suggested idea that friends send me a copy paste trick to get all of your friends more than 50 back actually work? I don't know. You know that copy paste trick that you see?
No idea. I've never heard of that.
I noticed myself though, once I start doing just what Craig says, if you start commenting on different posts from your friends, you start commenting or go back into your friend list and comment on some things that they have posted. If it isn't coming up on your news feed, it does make you see more. Anyway, we're going to send this PowerPoint out to you guys, but there is a system, and you can work with the algorithm for best results. All right, onward, Mr. Manuel.
So now we're going to talk about your business page versus your personal page. So you must have both. If you don't have it already, a little sneak peek into the homework assignment for this week is to set up your Facebook business page, and the coordinators in your office will be able to help you get set up on that. But you must have both. So that's with the Facebook in their compliance department. Any call to action that you have must be from your business account. And on that business account, you want to make sure that you include a link and a photo to your information about broker services and your consumer protection notice. So that's the same thing in your email signature. They're considering Facebook to be a substantial real estate conversation, so that those need to be displayed prominently. And then also in order to boost, which is the boost you pay for engagements to get to a wider audience, that's only available from a Facebook business page. You can't boost anything from a personal page. But most of us probably have a wider audience on our personal page to our business page. So we don't want to miss out on that audience. So what we want to do is share what we put on our business page and to our personal page, so that we don't miss out on that. Also, you can invite everyone from your personal to like your business page. Understand probably most people will not accept that invitation, but you still can capture them sharing those, sharing the content from your business page over to personal. For a couple tips on the personal page, Janet is asking how to share from business to personal. So what you do is go into Facebook and you go into your personal account and you just click share. And then you can write a little bit of a note about it, but you don't have to. You can click share and then click post. But make sure on your public profile or on your personal profile that when you post something, it's set to public. That's because we want to drive engagement in there. And if someone wants to share that post with their friends, they're able to. If you share it privately or just with your friends, then they won't be able to share it, and then you'll lose those eyeballs to get a little bit more engagement. And this is just a preference of mine. Do not have your professional headshot as your personal page profile picture. I'm looking at you, Miss Judy Lafico. So you have a personal page for a reason. Everyone wants to be friends with you as a person, not just solely you as the real estate agent. So we're going to get a little bit more into that on what to post, be a healthy mix of your personal life, your family, your pets, your kids, and your business. So you want to stay that top of mind. Lindsay Ale, and when I send the PowerPoint out, there's a link to her Get Business Zooming, but she has a Facebook friend list, and she categorizes all of her friends so that she can be more efficient with her Facebook time. She's not just scrolling there for 30 minutes to an hour and expecting to get money from Facebook. She actually has those targeted lists with her out-of-town realtors, with her sphere, with her, her A groups of sphere, her B groups of sphere, and any other real estate agent, so that she can go in and actively like and engage with those people. And then the more she engages with those people, Facebook algorithm is going to say these people matter to her, and they'll show that post to that group of people. So the more people you engage with, the more people that will see your post when you actually go to show it. And how to set that up will be linked in the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so now Judy, if you want to get into what to post.
Okay. So we want great content. Remember, Craig said, Facebook rewards things that people like. Don't put links to outside sites because they don't want people to leave Facebook. All right, so don't put a link to your HAR site. Comment and ask for comments. You want to show passion, something that you're passionate about. I think about Evie in our office is dog rescue. So everything, so much dog rescue. If you're passionate about wine, give us some good tips. We want to make sure that we're giving valuable, educational, and useful content for our sphere, okay? Now, you have to be making deposits. They have to look at you as a source of knowledge. So you need to be making deposits in that department. Then also be yourself. Being authentic is something that we pride ourselves. It's one of our core values. Social media is social. You want a pretty generous mix of both personal and business. If you just post just business, people will quit following you. They'll stay your friend, but they'll quit following you because you're boring. But if you mix the personal with it, and if they share your same interests, then that's great. If you love to travel, post not all your pictures. That's like if you're invited to someone's house and they show the old home movies, but post some cute pictures of your travel, what you've been doing. If you're a foodie, people need to know about you. Judy's a real estate agent, but she also loves wine, loves to travel, okay? Those are basic things. They don't know everything, all my secrets, okay? And always post every digital piece that marketing sends out to you. That's a no-brainer. They send it out and say, you want to personalize this, you fire it right back. And it's like the last one that was sent out was the first responder deal that we co-branded with Gibraltar. And I didn't see that everybody did that. That was so easy. Anything that marketing sends out is made for you to post. So make sure that you take advantage of that. And Craig, do you want to talk about the Canva app? Yep. So they can pretty up some of these posts?
Yeah, so instead of just posting a picture with going into the Facebook edit feature where you just put a title on it, put the address on it. The Canva app allows you to create digital content that looks like it's professionally done. Everything you need to do is on the free app, and it's very easy to use. You just add your own photos, select, they have all the templates that are all set up there. You select the template for the social media site that you're using, and then you select the template that looks best for you with what you want to post. And then you add your photos, add your verbiage, and then you push save, and it's automatically uploaded into your cell phone photos. It's very easy to use. This will be, again, in the PowerPoint presentation. It's Canva, C-A-N-V-A, and I use it for every single one of my social media posts. Some other things to post are your just listed, just pended, and just sold. This is to remind everyone in your sphere that you are an active real estate agent that's actively working with buyers, so that they say, you know, wow, you know, Craig is really doing well. Wow. So when I have a real estate need, I see that Craig is actually being in real estate and doing, you know, actually practicing as an agent. I would suggest, I would probably call him, and then we work them down the funnel like we talked about last week. Also, your open houses. Anytime you're having an open house, you want to promote that on social media. And you can blast it out to your sphere of influence, and you can boost it to the neighborhood to drive more traffic into that open house. We suggest here to do a Wednesday before your open house, do a Facebook Live in front of here by having your phone in front of you in selfie mode and say, hey, this is Craig Manuel out in front of 123 Main Street. I'll be holding this place open from 1 to 3 on Sunday. You're not going to want to miss this kitchen. I'll see you this weekend. Boom, send. And then you get brownie points from the algorithm. And then right before your open house, again, Facebook Live about 15 minutes. And this time you're standing in the kitchen. Hey, do you remember that kitchen that I told you about? Well, here it is. Can't wait to see you here. So that's the way we promote our open houses on social media. Also with Impact, if you haven't done a deep dive into everything that Impact can do for you, it's absolutely incredible. We'll cover more on this in week 4 when we get into the technology section, but from the listing machine and social portion of Impact, you can create the automatic content. So it's very, very easy to do. It just set it and forget it. You set what kind of content you want to post, what days you want it to post, and it's automatically sent out for you. And then in the lead engine section of Impact, you can make landing pages and squeeze pages. Landing pages would be for a set of properties, a singular property, a market report, or market updates for a specific zip code. Very, very powerful and sharing those to social media in order to get more listing leads, because that is why we're here at the end of the day. And then Judy, I know you're never guilty of any of these, but what should we not post?
Oh, God. First off, no naked pictures, okay? So make sure you cover up, because I know it's a problem in my office. You know, a lot of these agents just love to show their wares, so to speak. Okay, no politics. That gets very annoying. So people immediately quit following you. So no politics. No venting. We don't vent on Facebook. You call me and vent. You call one of you people up on the screen and vent. But no venting on Facebook. We're happy. We don't need to vent. Profanity. I have the worst potty mouth on the planet, but I'm not cussing on Facebook. So, and really, I try to give up cussing for Lent, for those of you who don't know me. It doesn't always work out that way, though. No profanity on Facebook. And most of all, and Tracy, I mean this for you. I see your sweet face there. No drunken bar photo shoots, okay? So you need to get better about that. And I'm saying this because I've seen them. Oh, yeah, that's you too, Scott Landreth. That's you too now. He's laughing because he knows. So make sure that if you have a question of whether or not you should post it, you shouldn't post it, okay? So try and use your head. In fact, if you've had more than 2 glasses of wine, don't get on Facebook. You might be tempted to post. Anyhow, that's all I have to say. Oh, here's the thing. If you don't want Mark Woodruff to see it, you better not post it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't want Mark Woodruff to come into your sales meeting and talk about what social media etiquette, then probably shouldn't be on Facebook or Instagram, TikTok.
And he looks on Facebook. He does, because he will respond to posts and things and comment on them. So I don't think he's stalking you, but Ann is. Ann will stalk you. So make sure that you are appropriate with your post. Okay, Craig, when are we going to post?
Yeah, so we talked about what to post. We talked about what not to post. Now we should talk about when to post. So Facebook is all about engagement. So there's no set time. Well, I'm going to post at 8 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. because that's when the most active users are on Facebook. That might be true. I honestly don't know. It's all matters about your audience. When is your audience the most engaged? So when play around with it. When are you getting the most likes? When are you getting the most comments? So that you know, this is when my audience is engaged with me, and this is when I'll get the most success on it. We want you to post on Facebook an absolute minimum of 3 times a week. That'll be, you'll stay top of mind, and you can mix that, say 1 real estate, 1 family, 1 food and drink, 1 travel, at a minimum of 3 times a week. But you don't want to get more than 3 times per day. The algorithm will kind of tune you out and start downgrading you if you're posting more than 3 times a day. But the key to everything is consistency. It's the same as open houses, the same as farming. Just say, well, I was on Facebook for 3 months and I never got any clients. I'm going to stop and delete the app. No, stay with it. It's a process. It's got to be part of your marketing scheme. And, if I wasn't in real estate, I for sure would not have Facebook. I don't like social media, but I know it's a necessary evil. And this is one of the best ways to build your brand on a massive audience, because we all don't have, thousands and thousands of dollars to spend monthly on our marketing budget. Facebook, for the most part, is free or nearly free to use to get to the biggest audience. And so we've talked till we're blue in the face about Facebook. Rachel, our Instagram superstar, can you talk about how you've used Instagram to build your business? And a little background on Rachel. She's been in the business for a year and a half, about 2 years.
2 years.
So 2019 was her first full year in the business, and she was the West Gray's office sales leader. So if you know her, she's all about Instagram and branding, and she's been able to build her business extremely quick, and she's going to give us some tips on how she did it.
Yeah, and I can't ever say this without giving Craig the credit, because he was definitely my mentor, whether he wanted to be or not, and also my best friend, whether he wanted to be or not. It was never a choice. So that it tells you how good I am at sales, because he's still around being my best friend. But anyways, yeah, so I am appreciative of being able to be here today. And a lot of what we talked about was some of the things I was going to mention. But one of the first things I want to say is that you can combine Instagram and Facebook together, which is fantastic. So really what I'm talking about today is not going to get into the details of Instagram, because that is a whole nother conversation. So if you feel a little bit overwhelmed or unsure of what I'm talking about, since I've only got a few minutes, today probably won't be the time, but feel free. I know Craig's very savvy, but you can always reach out to me if you have questions. So when you post on Instagram, there's 2 different things I want to start off with. There are Instagram posts, which is what stays on your Instagram feed. And then there are stories. And when I talked with our office, I know that was one of the things where people were curious, well, why do you post a story and not post a post? What's the difference? So just to try to make this as simple as possible, I'm one of those guilty people posting my cocktail or my food or something that nobody cares about, but I'm posting it and I'm putting it out there. That's where an Instagram story is perfect. It's only up for 24 hours. I'm just popping in. People are browsing. I mean, they're wanting to just see what's going on. And so that's when I would post an Instagram story. If I'm doing like a bunch of videos or tours of my open houses, I will post those on my Instagram story. And oh, thanks, Craig. He just put my business Instagram page. So that's kind of the difference. When I'm actually posting something, I post that I want it to always be there. So just like Craig said, anytime I'm closed, anytime I'm pending, as much as I can do activity of a home and showing what transactions I'm doing, I'm wanting to post those. I have a business Instagram and then I have a personal Instagram, and it's the same thing. I think that you need to have both. If you have a business page, you can boost your Instagram posts. So when I post, I'm sorry I'm saying post so much. I'm hoping that y'all understand the difference between a post and a story. But when I post onto my business Instagram page, I have it linked with my business Facebook page. So it goes onto both of those already. And then I will go to my personal Facebook page and share sometimes, not all the time, but if I did like a really good job, I sold a home in 10 days, I want everyone to know about that. And so then I will share that to my personal Facebook page. But I do, however, do a lot of work on my personal Instagram stories all the time, because I've been able to successfully get business using Instagram, capturing clients who are then buying homes. And so that's kind of what I just wanted to talk about, why you should be doing this and how to get business from it. So when I'm posting stories, I mean, anytime it's a super cute home, you want to make it, just like Craig said, interactive. So if I'm going to post something to my page, like I said, I'll do closed business, pendings, and all of that. But I want to make it interactive. So if I see, I do a lot in the Heights. So if I see a beautiful stained glass window that's just amazing, I'll take a picture of it and post it and say, like, who loves stained glass, or something along the lines of that, or a beautiful front door. What color would you paint your front door? Certain things like that to try to make it interactive is some good ideas. Hashtags is very important, and I can send you guys what my hashtags look like, but you'll obviously want to tailor them to you and where your market area is, because mine's like Houston Heights, Inner Loop, wherever I'm capturing and doing majority of my business. But hashtags, and then you want to have a hashtag that makes you distinct. So my hashtag is Rachel TX. That's my Rachel TX is my public ID. I just want to be like Rachel Texas, Rachel TX. And that's my own personal hashtag. And I put that in the caption of when I do an Instagram post for recognition. And it's kind of a joke, but almost anybody knows hashtag Rachel TX is my brand, because I've continuously posted that. And then I will put down in the comments a bunch of other hashtags to try to get in engagement. And I have successfully had someone message me on Instagram who I have zero connections with, just because she saw one of my hashtags and ended up selling her boyfriend a home right in Sawyer Heights. And so it definitely works. But like Craig said, you have to be consistent. When the best time to post on Instagram is typically between 2 and 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. And Thursdays are the best times to post on Instagram. Thursdays is when we have the most activity, and anytime between 2 and 3. And then also geotag. Geotags, where you can put your location when you make a post. You want to take advantage of all of the little services that Instagram has for when you do a post. You can put your location, and it's broad. You're not putting, your address in. It's like Houston Heights. So I want everyone to think all I do is Houston Heights. So anytime I'm posting, I am putting Houston Heights. And so people are constantly seeing Heights, Rachel TX, real estate, Heights, Rachel TX, real estate. And that's what they're constantly seeing. Sometimes I like to just post a Monday motivational, just a cute quote. So I'm doing homes, I'm trying to do engagement, I'm doing motivational, and then I love doing stuff that's like funny, you know, like, or one of, there was a funny picture that went around, and it was the home, the TV show, and they're like, oh, I'm looking for $1 million home, and I breed lizards. You know how they all can all afford these $1 million homes, but their jobs are like something super silly. And so just stuff that makes people laugh, that isn't just funny to us realtors, but funny to everyone. And then I also try to post a lot of what's going on. So anytime there's a new Houston Heights bar that's opened, I am guilty of putting a lot of my social drinking out there on social media, but I think you can do it in a tasteful way. I know like Jesse with Tatco, he's always posting certain beers. You can do it in a tasteful way. You know, I don't want to look drunk, but if I'm, you know, showing a new cocktail bar, I think that's a great thing to do as well. I think I tried to cover most of it, and I tried to make it fast because I know y'all said 30 minutes. Do y'all have any questions?
I have a question, Rachel. When you're doing all this posting on Instagram, is it on your personal page for the most part?
No. So I'm very picky with my personal page. I have an exact format of how I post all of my photos. I have each one lined with like a white background because a long time ago, I did a bunch of traveling and I picked up a lot of followers. So I kind of like to have it look a certain way. And I only post personal things on my Facebook, on my personal Instagram. Now, but my stories is another thing. I'm always posting homes on my stories, and I'm doing a lot. And I get so much engagement from my sphere from that I guarantee you that is a huge part of how I get my business. I have, like I said, from my business Instagram page, gotten someone, you know, off the streets from it. But my day-to-day activity and all this stuff, I mean, I have people who are my biggest cheerleaders, and it's all from my stories of people like, heck yeah, you're killing it. And so sometimes I'll post a story, and I like the other day I posted a picture with a filter and I was like, oh, Monday mood. And then I did another one where I said, but no time because I am busy. I have 5 pendings, 2 listings, this and this. And I had flooded comments of people saying, way to go. And all of those are touches. I had 350 views. That's 350 touches of I'm a kick-ass realtor and you want to use me.
Okay, you have a question in chat. Can you tell the difference again? Explain the difference one more time between a story and a post.
Yes. So story is, and this is like something that maybe Craig can show you guys how to do the difference, but at least just to define to explain and define the difference of the two. A story is something that you put up there that only lasts for 24 hours and then it disappears forever. And the reason why you want to do that is because, that's kind of more for like a live moment. You know, if you don't want to go live on Instagram, but you're in a certain moment, like I want to post a quick picture of a home that just went not under contract, but if we're closing and we're at the closing table and it's not something I want to be forever, I post it to my stories. And I think I have like 1,500 followers on my personal Instagram, and I get about 500 views of every story. And so it's just as effective as a picture, but posting a picture, you want to be there forever, and a story is 24 hours.
I think the biggest difference with the stories are they disappear after 24 hours. So it creates urgency with your followers, you know, saying that, well, if I want to see this post, I can always go back and look at, you know, your timeline to see what you've posted. But if I want to see this particular photo, then I have to view the story. And I think that's the biggest difference, is the urgency that it creates, because we're seeing a lot more users on Instagram, not scrolling through the feed, but actually just viewing all the stories.
And it auto goes from person to person. So if you start watching one story, once their story is over, it quickly goes to the next user, like at the top, you'll see little circles, and that means that they have the stories there.
And I know we're going over time, so in order to keep this short and sweet, we do appreciate your time. But we have a couple of people in the company and in our Gibraltar family that we think are great followers, not only to get inspiration from, to see what they're doing, but to emulate their behavior and rip off and deploy their posts and make it in your own way. Rachel with the West Gray office, and I'll share all their hashtags and everything in the PowerPoint. But Keith Owens of the Owens team down in Bay Area does a great job with video. Erica Hernandez with the Friendswood office is so consistent with her video touches. It's incredible. She has a daily YouTube video that she puts out there. Jennifer Wahab with the Wahoob team. Wahoo team in the Katie office. She's incredible. I don't know how she has time in the day to do everything that she does. And she ran a marathon while being, HAR chair of everything. So she's an excellent follow. Jocelyn Good with the Memorial Green office does a great job of mixing her family and her business into her Facebook posts. And Jesse Soto with Texas American Title is an incredible brander and does a great job of staying top of mind awareness with the consumer and with his real estate partners. If you have any other people in your office that I didn't mention, please add them to the chat so I can put them into the list of people to follow so that we can be more like them on our social media. And Judy, you got anything?
Yeah, I want to quickly ask you and Rachel about TikTok. What are your thoughts about TikTok? I only know it from people dancing, the TikTok dance, but is that something that either of you have explored as far as social media?
I personally have not got into the TikTok phase, but I do know that TikTok has more active users than both Twitter and LinkedIn. So there are active users on there. I don't have any data behind this, but I would assume it's mostly the younger generations that are maybe not in the home buying phase of their lives, but at some point will be. So I do think that TikTok could be an avenue to explore and get good business from.
Yeah, I would kind of say, don't bite off more than you can chew.
Correct.
TikTok is supposed to be thoughtful, creative. You're doing dances, and it is not really a time of, hi, I'm Rachel, and come buy this home. And that's just not even what the platform's there for. Nobody wants to see that on TikTok. So I would probably just say enjoy TikTok for personal, but that's not as of today, that is not the platform. I think to try to capture.
Awesome.
And TikTok's over my head. So it's definitely a younger crowd. They're making fun of millennials for being on TikTok. So I'm like, I don't even understand it entirely.
Okay, guys. So coordinator help. If you have not set up your business page, ask your coordinator to help you and get that business page set up by the time we meet next week. Also send Craig and myself a friend request from your personal page if we're not already your friend. And I want you to go into Impact and look at the automatic content in Impact, because if you don't do anything else, if you say, I'm never going to post in Facebook, I'm just not going to do it, you can set that up in Impact once you have that linked in Impact, and I think it's 3 posts a week. Is anybody doing that?
You can have up to 4 posts per week. 4
posts per week automatically, and it's nice content. I've got some agents in the office that are doing it, and also your coordinator can probably help you with that as well. This is a lot. Don't think you need to do it all. You don't, but you just need to do something. And if nothing else, have Impact do it for you until you get more used to doing it. We'll send out the PowerPoint, and this is recorded. So we'll send out the recording and the PowerPoint to everyone this afternoon. And I look forward to seeing you all next week at 11 when we're going to do video, I believe. Yep. Right, Craig?
How to do an effective video. So
how to do an effective video.
We look forward to it. We've been preaching it and can't wait to see you guys next week. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.